Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my favorite video to film, and that is monthly favorites. I think we can all agree that March has not been the best month. It has been pretty crazy. I have been self-isolating since March 6th. That's how long my kids have been out of school, and we basically go to our property where our house is being built just to get out of the house. And trust me, that is out in the middle of nowhere, so there's nobody around us then. Or I've gone to the grocery store like twice. So it's been a little bit of a crazy month to say the least, but I'm a person who really thrives on routine, and I have found that getting up, getting dressed, putting my makeup on, getting ready for just a normal day otherwise has helped me kind of deal with the quarantine aspects of things and all of that. I'm not going to get into all of that. I did make a long post about it on Instagram, and that is truly how I feel about it. And let's go ahead and start talking about the fun stuff, which is the makeup and the randoms. I have like a food item. I have some shoes. I have a lot of random stuff this month. A good bit of it, I would say probably half of it was sent to me. None of this is sponsored. All of this is 100% my thoughts. And let's go ahead and get into it. I am going to start with the necklaces that I have on. If you can see these pretty layered necklaces, look, y'all, can we even? I ordered some nail polish because I always get my nails done in the salon. I know this is a squirrel moment, sorry, but I always get my nails done in the salon, so I have not gotten them done in like 2 months because I was due to go back at the beginning of March, and we know how that went. And I'm going to soak these off. I bought some Ella and Mila nail polish. Have y'all ever used that? And it's on its way to me, and I'm going to attempt to paint my own nails, but this is horrid, and I know. Anywho, the necklaces. A brand called Luisa reached out to me and asked if they could send me some products of theirs. They do earrings, necklaces, bracelets. And so I chose a few things, and this was one of the layering necklace sets that I chose, which I absolutely love. I want to show you a couple of the other things that they sent me. Really nice packaging. Comes in these really pretty kind of velvet velour pouches. This one is their, I think they call it like their birthstone necklace. So my birthday is in October. My birthstone's Opal. So I got this necklace, really pretty. It's like a silver and a gold, and it's got a little tiny opal in the middle. And then this necklace is called Margot, and I just really like it. I'm all about like simple jewelry, so I love, it's kind of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not indented, but that's like how it is, if you can see. Just circle. Love it. It's one of those things that will go with anything that gold goes with. So I wanted to show that because I know I don't really wear a ton of jewelry, but I have been really liking these pieces. So I will put all of that down below. A lot of these things have discount codes with them. They're not affiliate codes. They're just to help you. So I will list all that information down below as well. This I am so excited about. I purchased this from Amazon because I have liked to be, I've been putting these waves in my hair lately. Again, not because I'm trying to impress anybody. I just want to feel better about my hair. And it's been a while since I've gotten it done. I'm going to have to miss my next appointment. So I'm trying to change things up a little bit. And I had pulled out my straightener that I've had forever. And I tried to do, waves with that. And it was just not working. It was pulling on my hair. I mean, this is an old straightener, y'all. I've had it for way too long to even mention. And so I got on Google and I Googled like best straighteners to curl your hair because I don't need it to straighten. My hair is super straight to begin with. And this came up in one of the first articles that I read, and it's by a brand called Capozzi. Kipozi. I don't know if you can see that. And I think it goes up to 425. When you turn it on, it will show you the temperature in this little thing right here, and it heats up in 30 seconds. I keep mine at 390, and within 30 seconds it will be at 390. You change the temperature by twisting this kind of knob thing down here. And one of the main reasons I love it is because the other one that I was using, when I would twist it, the on and off switch was right here. So my thumb always hit that switch, and I would turn it off half the time, halfway through my curl. This obviously does not have that because you turn it on and off by plugging it in, but you control the temperatures right here. So you don't have to worry about that. But this is also, I believe it's got like tourmaline plates in it. So it's super smooth when I twist it and make waves. So today I just made like really soft waves. I didn't go super curly, although you can. And I just absolutely love it. I did this hair in 5 minutes. It's so fast, so easy. I love this curling iron. And I believe when I got it, it was like $42. I think the regular price is maybe $59. I'm not sure, but I will link it down below because I just can't stop using this. I love it so much. It works so well on my fine, thin hair. And it produces exactly the waves that I want. So I had to talk about this. Let's go ahead and get the makeup done. And then I'll talk about my randoms. I wanted to talk about the mascara that I opened this month. The Chanel Le Volume de Chanel. Now, this has always been a favorite mascara of mine. But I have purchased this with like the buy 2 get 1 free mascara event that Nordstrom has every once in a while. And I bought 2 black ones and a brown one. And I never tried the brown one before, but I wanted to. And so that's the last one that I had in my drawer. So I pulled it out, and it's basically the exact same thing as the Le Volume. It's just in a brown color. So, it's like pretty impossible to swatch a mascara, but that can show you the color. It's what I'm wearing on my lashes today. And it's not so brown that you're not going to get good definition on your eyes, but it's not so black that it's harsh. There's just a tiny bit of a difference that I can tell when I use it. And it's just a little bit softer. And I've just really been enjoying it. So I wanted to talk to y'all about it, not because of the actual mascara formula, because that's always been a favorite of mine, but because if you have always been a black mascara wearer, I urge you to try a brown one and just see what you think, because it's nice to change it up every once in a while, and I've been loving the brown. Now, I did pull out my Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift, because when I hauled this, probably 2 months ago, I told y'all that I got it because someone else said that it was a pretty much exact dupe for the Chanel Volume. So I thought, well, I'm going to try it out and I'll let you know what I think. I still love the Chanel better. I don't think that this is a bad mascara by any means. I feel like it's a little bit drier than the Chanel. It has an hourglass wand versus the straight wand of the Chanel. It does give a lot of volume. I find that the Chanel separates a little bit better on me, and I feel like it gives a little bit more length as well. But this is not bad. So if your budget does not include anything from Chanel, or to buy like a $34 or however much this is dollar mascara, then I do enjoy this one. Just comparing them together, I don't think they're an exact dupe, and I still enjoy the Chanel better. So I wanted to update y'all on that. I did an Instagram story on this a couple of days ago, and I got so much feedback from y'all saying, oh my goodness, I need that. That looks so amazing. This is brand new from Fit Glow Beauty. I always get tongue-tied when I say that. And it is their Corrector. This looks exactly like their concealer, which I also have. And it is just in a peach color. So it looks like this. Now, I did tell someone that it's pretty much identical to the concealer formula. So that's the color right there in peach. I do think it's a little thinner because the concealer is very emollient and a little bit thick. I actually love the concealer. It's also really good as a foundation. But this is a bit thinner than the concealer itself. And I wish I would have saved that Instagram story to a highlight, because it was so drastic, the difference when I put just a tiny little dot under my eye and blended it out versus the other eye, which due to allergy season is super dark right now. I'm getting plenty of sleep. That's no issue with that, but it's just, I can't even walk outside without my throat starting to scratch, my nose starting to run, my eyes starting to water. Like, it's just, allergies are rampant right now for me. So my circles get really dark. And this helps so well. I also used it today. I need to see if y'all can even see it. Maybe just a tiny bit, but I used it on top of a bruise because my smart self turned around thinking it was the doorway, and it was the edge of the doorway and I slammed into it, y'all. Oh my, I heard my nose crack. I was so worried that I broke my nose. I don't know that I have experienced quite that much pain on my face before. It was horrendous. It is still very, very tender. Luckily, the only thing that happened was a big bruise, and this covered it up fairly well because it is in that like purpley blue stage. I mean, if you really looked close, you could see it under my makeup, but I have been really, really happy with this. I got it from Freeze Co. Beauty, and I do have a coupon code so you can get 20% off. But if you're looking for instance, if you've tried the Jane Iredale, which I still love, and you felt like it was a little too thick under your eyes, I would try this one. If you have tried the Color Science, which I love, and you feel like it doesn't give quite enough color correcting, I would try this one. So just another option that I have been absolutely loving. Another thing for the under eyes, I can't remember whether I talked about this last month or not. I don't think I did, but I know I've talked about it since then. It's the Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder, and this is in color Light. I use this with my Blendiful. I still have yet to use it with a brush, so I cannot, speak to it that way. But there's something pretty magical about this. Now, I know some of y'all messaged me saying you got it and it doesn't work for you. I think that goes with everything that I try. And everything that I love. It's going to work for some people. It's not going to work for some people. I'm just telling you, for me, it just looks so good under the eyes. Really smooths everything out, pretty much perfects everything. I even think when I used it in a video, you could pretty much tell instantly the difference between the eyes once I applied this under one eye. Again, I use the Blendiful, so if you use some kind of sponge, I feel like it works a little bit better. Saying that, I haven't used a brush, so, who knows? I just love the Blendiful so much. So I had to talk about this. It comes in like a dome baked kind of shape, and you can see how much I have used because it is flat as a pancake right there. So I do think this is still going to last me a long time because I use so little every time, but I've just really, really been loving this. Again, this is in the color Light. I don't feel like it is too bright. I have no idea whether it flashes back in photography because, let's be real, I rarely do flash photography on myself. Have anybody else do it for me, and heavens knows I've not done it this past month, so can't speak to that either. But on all other accounts, I love it. Okay, a couple more makeup things. I have been loving these blushes from Persona Cosmetics. I have on the color Georgia today because I was in a really mustardy, yellow, peachy kind of mood, as you can tell. And this is the color Georgia. So, 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 so pretty. These are supposed to be like a skin perfecting blush, and I can see how that would be the case. That's Georgia right there. They are not a flat matte, but they don't have shimmer in them. It's a satin blush that just really makes your skin look soft and smooth and beautiful. This is the other color, Carmel, which is a really pretty mauve color. I think this would be really pretty as an eyeshadow as well. I've just really been loving them. I like the size. I don't think they are overpriced. Persona really can do no wrong in my book. Y'all know that their eyeshadows are some of my very favorites, and I've really been liking those blushes. Finally, there was a company that sent me a box of goodies, and it's called Alter Ego, and I've seen videos on this company before, and I think they're kind of one that does dupe palettes. So a lot of the ones that I saw on their website and the two that they sent me are dupes for like Natasha Denona. The one I have on my eyes today is my favorite of the two they sent me, and it is called the Sahara palette. And I believe this is supposed to be very similar to the Biba palette. I don't have the Biba palette, so I can't say for sure, but it looks very similar to it. And I have not been able to put this down. These are $16, y'all. Very, 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 very affordable. And they work really, really well. Today I have on Plains right here in my crease. I put Camel on my outer corner and Mirage on my lid. And then I have the color Jewel in my inner corner and Brow Bone. The other one they sent me is Aurora. And this looks just like the, is it the Sunrise palette, which I do have. And I used this in an Instagram tutorial IGTV this past week, if you want to check out how that works. But this one is, the Sahara is the one I have been reaching for the most. I just love it. It just produces really pretty eye looks. easy to use, very affordable. They also sent me their eye brush set. And when I went online to see how much these are so affordable, y'all. And I picked my 2 favorites out of the set, number 8 and number 6. So I used them both today. I just really like the size and shape of these. So this one, number 6, is what I used on my outer corner today. And I really love these small brushes that you can really get into the outer corner and pack on product. And then you can go in and blend it out if you need to. But I honestly didn't even feel like I needed to do that when I pack on the product with this. And then I even kind of took it up into the crease a little bit. And then this one is just the perfect detail brush for either smudging out liner on top or bottom, or doing your inner corner and brow bone, which is what I used it for today. So this is the number 8. And I have really been enjoying them. You know, the rest of them are great. I'm not going to say I don't have other ones that are the same in shape as those brushes, but they're so affordable. So I urge you to check on them. But again, 6 and 8 are my favorites. Okay, that's it for makeup. I have 3 kind of random things. Let's talk about the food item. This is from Nutiva, which I have used a lot of stuff from Nutiva. This is a brand that I've used their coconut butter. I feel like I've used something else. I can't remember what. But this is the Super Seed Blend. So if you can see, it is ground flax, chia seed, and hemp. So if you don't know, flaxseed, you get the most amount of nutritional benefits from flax only if it's ground. So whenever I eat flaxseed, I try to make sure I get it in the ground version. I love chia seeds and I love hemp hearts. This is a mix of all of them and it is ground. I love a big fat bowl of oatmeal that is doctored up with a ton of stuff. I put coconut butter, I put this, I put pumpkin seeds. I mean, I put so much stuff into my oatmeal to where it will fill me up for hours, and it's got a lot of nutritional benefits. And I've really been enjoying putting this in my oatmeal. You can put it in smoothies. You can put it on top of vegetables if you wanted to. It's just got a really nice nutty flavor, and it just packs a punch with nutrition. So I've absolutely been loving that. I think now more than ever, we need to really make sure that we're eating as well as we can. I know it's easy when we're stuck inside to kind of go for the junk, but it's super imperative to keep ourselves healthy in all ways by eating healthy, exercising, getting tons of sleep, just to kind of boost our immune system. So this is something that I have been absolutely loving. I have put this on, I'll link it to Amazon, but I also have an Amazon storefront that I have started. And it's under my my favorite places to shop. So this is on there as well, along with some other food that I get from Amazon a lot. Talk about a new pair of shoes, y'all. I know that I talk about Rothy's a ton. They are my absolute favorite brand for shoes. I do love a good pair of high heels. Do not get me wrong. But on an everyday basis, I don't wear high heels. Like, I don't wear it to run errands. It's just not me. I like a good sweater, t-shirt, jeans, and some comfy but cute sneakers. And Rothy's can do no wrong. This is called The Sneaker, and that is my favorite out of all of their kind of types of shoes. And so I got a new sneaker. This one is in the color sand. I also have the white kind of herringbone. I have the gray color. I can't remember what that's called. In the sneakers, I have 2 pairs of the points. I have 2 pairs of the ballet flats. I don't have a loafer yet, but I will. I mean, obviously my collection is growing, but these are so incredibly comfortable. So incredibly comfortable. And if I can show you, they wash really easily. I have washed other of my Rothy's very easily. And they have removable insoles. You can actually buy these separate. So if you wanted to, if you felt like these were had passed their prime, you can buy a new pair of insoles for your shoes as well. I'm in a size 8. That's the size I wear in shoes. And I have found that every one but the point is true to size. So the point I do go up a half a size in. So I wear 8.5 in that. But in the sneakers and the ballet flats, I wear an 8 and they work perfect. But again, the sneakers are my absolute favorite. I just love them. They have good neutral colors like this that will go with anything, but they also have really fun colors, bright colors, camo patterns, lots of different things. And they are made from recycled water bottles, which I just think is awesome. I really like the whole concept of Rothy's in general, their whole business and how they do things, but their shoes, you just can't go wrong with them. They are a little expensive, but they last forever. So I always have down in my discount codes a link where if you go and buy your first pair, you get $20 off. So check that out if you have not bought Rothy's before, because they are so good. All right, the last tangible thing, y'all, this is going to be long. I just liked some random things. This was sent to me, not sponsored, but sent to me by a company called Sleep and Glow. And it's so funny because I had started to look at this pillow. It's a pillow, and I'm going to hold it up. You can't really see that much because the lights are going to kind of blind it out. But if you can see going this way, it has a tiny little indentation here for your head, and then it's got 2 indentions on the side. So I had seen this in like some advertisements, or I think somebody was talking about it in like a Facebook group that I'm on, and I got interested in it because I'm a side sleeper, but I really want to train myself to sleep on my back because I'm starting to get this line that just won't go away because I sleep on my left side all the time, and I know that it's not good. I use a silk pillowcase most of the time, like it's not that, but I just know that when your face is like crammed up into a pillow all night, it's not going to be good no matter what kind of pillowcase you have. So I loved the fact that this has this indentation right here where your head kind of sits right here, and then most of your face kind of hangs off comfortably so it's not smushed into a pillow. So this is what I have found with this. It took me probably like 5 or 6 nights to get used to it. I would start out with it, and then like I would wake up midway through the night and I would go back to my old pillow. And then I started getting used to it more, and the past like 3 or 4 nights, I have used it all night. And what I have found, like last night, I think I slept on my side most of the night because I woke up that way. But what I found is that this is teaching me to sleep on my back more. It's training me to do that more, which I want. And the reason is because I have to wear a mouth guard at night. Y'all, I grind so bad. I have my entire life. My dentist says I have the molars of an 80-year-old woman. Like, I am eventually going to have no teeth, I think. And I have to wear, like, one of the acrylic night guards that the dentist makes you, like the heavy-duty ones. And sometime, like, when I first started using this, laying on my side, it kind of made my mouth guard a little uncomfortable. So it would force me to lay on my back. And one night I woke up on my back and I was like, oh my goodness, it's ergonomical. It's really squishy. It feels good. And I feel like my neck doesn't hurt as much when I wake up the next morning. So while it's not perfect because of my mouth guard, I love the concept of it. I think if you don't wear a mouth guard, it's going to be very easy to get used to. But I love that it's training me to sleep on my back. So I wanted to tell you that because not much has been able to do that. What else I'm going to talk about? TV shows. We've been watching Outlander because I have watched Outlander up until the season that's going right now. But I got Chad into it, and so I got to watch it all over again. We're caught up on that. The Last Kingdom, the fourth season comes out in April. So we're so excited about that because we love it. And that's it. Like, we haven't really been able to watch anything else because we haven't found anything that we like. So be sure and let me know what your favorite thing you're watching right now, because I know we're all binge watching. Let's not like deny that. We are all binge watching something right now. So let me know what your favorites are down below. And then I want to talk about 2 really quick of my favorite YouTubers that I have found for exercising. Somebody asked me on Instagram if I'm still exercising. I'm like, it's going to take a lot more than a global pandemic to keep me from exercising. It is such a love of mine, and it's something I will not stop doing so long as I'm breathing. I mean, I did legs the day that I gave birth to both of my girls. Like that morning, I did a pretty intense leg routine, and then that night, I went into labor. So like, it's a big thing for me. I am used to doing really heavy weights in a gym. I haven't gone to the gym in 3 weeks or more. And so I've had to kind of change it up. And there's a Pamela Reif and Heather Robertson, I think is her name. Those are 2 of my favorite ones that I am doing like at home workouts with. Some you need like equipment, some you don't. And I found my body is really responding well to changing things up. So I will list those down below. Most of them are like 30-minute workouts. So it's really fast, really no excuse not to do it. Sometimes I try to get up in the morning and do it before my girls get up. Sometimes I do it midday, just depends. Doing a lot of jumping on the trampoline, which, by the way, is really good exercise. It gets your heart rate up super well. Been going on a lot of walks, just changing it up, and I'm really enjoying it. So I urge y'all to do that too, because like I said, there really is no excuse. If you are at home, if you are an essential employee, especially if you are working in healthcare, bless you times infinity. Like, I cannot explain to you how grateful I am for all that y'all do. I really just can't. But if you are home, if you are stuck home, there is really no excuse for you not to be doing some kind of exercise. So I will link their YouTube down below. That is a very long favorites video with lots of stuff that I will link down below, as well as everything that I have on my face right now. Thank y'all so much for watching. As always, let me know your favorite product in the month of March. Let's keep it positive. We are gonna get through this. I promise you, we are gonna get through it. And it'll make everything so much sweeter once we do. So thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I hope y'all all go out and have a very blessed day.